Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please enter your host PIN. When finished, press the pound key.
To start your show now, press 1. To hear important
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
Nobody take no cornbread from me.
What do we know? What do we know? What do we know, people? What is up? Yo, what is going on? Wolfpack, how y'all feeling? What is up? You good? Oh, okay. It's in the shot. Get out my shot. How y'all doing? I'm Tim Black. Welcome to the show. What's up? Let's talk. We good? Okay. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Tim Black's Wolfpack in the house. What's going on? We are ready for another Friday. Phone numbers on the board. Call up. Call up and get into it. Phone lines will be open tonight for Freedom Friday. Just want to say hello to everybody. Make sure everybody's good. Make sure everybody's ready to rock with this. We got this going on. Yes. I'd like to say hello to all my Wolfpack members, all my Patreons, all my supporters who keep this show on the internet, doing what we do. Thank you for being a part of this. What is that? Oh, okay, that's interesting. Tim, it's your equipment. You don't know what's going on? No, I don't. What is happening, people? Look now, if you're new to the show, Tuesdays and Fridays we open up phone lines. This is a news show. It's a political news show from a black perspective. Obviously, right? No, you know what? That's not even... Hold on. What you see on corporate media is from a corporate media perspective. I don't care who's talking to you, okay? This is from a black perspective, really real. Who grew up middle class. No, lower middle class. Barely middle class. I'm talking about. I wish I grew up middle class. But we just had love, man. We had love. You hear people say it all the time. We was all poor, but we didn't know we were poor. We were so poor, but we didn't know it. I knew it. I don't know what they talking about. I knew I was poor. Shoot. If you gotta buy secondhand underwear at the thrift store, your ass is poor. Looking at somebody else's skid marks. Bad enough you got your own going on. Mama, I don't want to wear these. When you buy the shoes, they're not even in a box. They got a little metal ring in the middle. How many people got those shoes? You got sneakers from the grocery store, from the dime store. They had the little metal, look like a paper clip, a little fat paper clip. Used to stick them together. Who was stealing those? They could have just left them outside in a basket, man. Ain't nobody gonna take them damn shoes. I grew up poor, you understand what I'm saying? Talking about you didn't know you was poor. You knew you was poor. You ain't had no Christmas. No Christmas. I remember one week we didn't eat no meat all week. Mom tried to say we was vegetarians. I didn't know what a vegetarian is. I said, Mama, I thought you said we don't celebrate horoscopes. She said vegetarian, not Sagittarian. Boy, sending you to that school and not learning nothing. Well, a vegetarian or Sagittarian, where's the meat? She said we Asian this week. We having rice and peas. I said that's what's in it. She said, don't ask me no more questions. Don't ask me no more questions. And it's peas and rice. We do a lot of talking on this show about things that are important. So yeah, I didn't grow up. So that's the perspective. Also, the perspective is this. I don't care. I care about, how can I put this? I don't give a damn, Johnson. Like, I know they don't want me on their major shows. I know they don't want to rock with me. My nose too big, my head too bald. You know, I know these things. So I'm not trying. All I'm trying to do is spit truth. That's all I'm trying to do, man. I'm trying to spit truth, keep it real, and save the world while I'm at it. Make a legacy for my children. So that when my kids are my age, they could be like, Dad tried. You know, when the skies are raining down, fire is raining down out the sky, when black people it's only like 100 black people left in the country, because they all arrested, everybody else is in jail on Mars, all the blacks on jail on Mars. My kids can look at TV from their jail cells and be like, Dad tried. You know? He tried. He tried to stop it. You know, when I'm gone and President Sasha Obama is up there, you know, I tried, man. I tried. No, when Beyonce, what's the baby Willow? What baby? I don't know baby's name. When Beyonce's baby is president, when China owns America. All right, guys. So look, I got a couple news items I'd like to run through. Was you guys got scared? Something wrong? Everybody okay? I guess I should check and make sure the volume's okay, right? I usually do that. I mean, Wolfpack is in the house, man. I got the Wolfpack. Wolfpack's in the house. All the Johnsons are in the house. What's cracking? What is cracking? We got a new member already. Goodness gracious, man. We're starting out hot. Woo! Well, so I'm trying to tell you, man. We're starting out cooking with some Crisco. Abjuron in the house. Abjuron. What's up, Abjuron? Welcome to the Wolfpack, Abjuron. You're now officially a Johnson. Johnson's in the house. What's up? Thank you so much for joining us. Scotty Johnson. We are the workers. Love you, brother. You know it. Love you back. That's all it's, you know what I'm saying? We're doing this, guys. Share this on your social. Share it, guys. Share it out. Look. I got a couple things. I want to get to the stories. Forget the jokes. Oh, Tim, those were jokes? Them weren't jokes. Now, they ain't jokes. They're just telling the truth, man. I'm telling the truth, Johnson. Remember when everybody kept saying Joe Biden was doing such a great job? Remember that? Remember when everybody said, oh, Joe Biden has exceeded expectations. He couldn't possibly do better than he was doing. Oh, man. That guy, that Joe Biden is so amazing. Oh, Lord. They was going to name their children after Joe Biden. People were planting trees in the name of Joe Biden. People just worshiping Joe Biden, pictures of him all over the house. Remember that? I told you. Oh, I told you. I told you. I'm the creator of the No Joe button. I don't like it. See, people love talking. They love talking about how much they were calling Joe Biden out. Look, this show, we called him out. And we knew him. We said it. We said, I understand reverse psychology. See, too much Tucker Carlson. Reverse racism. Lori Lightfoot wouldn't let a white person interview on her anniversary that one time. Reverse racism. Why come all the other... there were no blacks interviewing her for the other 2 years. That wasn't racism when there were no blacks? No, that doesn't count because we don't never have blacks interviewing, but when you stop white people from doing something, that's reverse racism. What was it before when there were no blacks? Nothing. Another day in the office. A Tuesday. I should have held that. I got that story later. Listen, guys. Joe Biden is doing exactly what Joe Biden was always planning to do. So here's the thing with Joe Biden and his new budget. This is how it works. When there's some shit that drops bombs on people, he want to wait. He wants to put that in executive order. See, that's in his budget. Bombs. Bombs are in this budget. Big, bold words. Bombs kill people. Colonialism. That's it. Taking your stuff. A jack move. It's the full-time jack move. Homie, make the track move. And I jack any Tom, Dick, and Hank. And that's the name of the suckers that unjack. Ice Cube. So he has no problem putting defense budget. But you know what he couldn't do? He said he couldn't put something in there about student loans because he wants that to go through Congress. Yeah, so he said no student debt relief because he don't want to overstep his, executive authority. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Come on, man. Come on, man. When are you going to realize being nice ain't going to get you nothing? When are you going to realize that? When are you going to open up your eyes and see Being nice won't get you nothing but ignored. The squeaky wheel gets the oil. So Joe Biden's budget does not have any student debt cancellations. None. And then he ran on it. He said 10,000. Now, Schumer made a grandstanding thing. Remember this? I covered it. Schumer said, we're going to push him to $50,000. $50,000 worth of student debt erased. They're going to push him. Biden said he'd do 10. You know what he's actually doing? 0. 0 student debt relief. Because he don't want to overuse or overstep his authority. Also, he ran on he ran on that, by the way. Just remember that. He promised to do that. Sort of like he promised you $2,000. No one's talking about that. Then he also promised you a public option. Public option. We talked about this Tuesday, didn't we? You know, Biden said, remember that crap that Buttigieg was floating and others? We talked about it on the show. Where people can get public health insurance. You could buy it. You could get that because we want to make sure that more people are covered, that they have coverage. That's not in the budget plan either. We're talking about a $6 trillion budget. No health care, no student debt relief, and nothing for the blacks. The ones that without them, there wouldn't even be a Biden in office. We'd be looking at a second term for Trump right now if it wasn't for black people coming out like they did. That's Biden's words. That ain't even my words. That's what Biden said. I want all the black people to know. You put me here and I owe it to you. I owe it to you. I'm not going to forget you. Hey, why are we in the budget? Oh, shit, I forgot you. Oh, man, come on, man. Stop asking questions. Stop asking for stuff. Pull your pants up, Pookie. Come on now. Stop asking for stuff. Oh, man, come on. Stop wanting stuff. Stop needing stuff. Work for yourself. Do something for yourself. My dad used to always say, Joey, if a black person asks you for something, tell him you'll give it to him and then don't do it. That's what he always told me. And ever since I was a little boy, I always did that. Back when me and my sons, I raised my sons to know not to give people what I told them I'm going to give them. And then I had someone like Jim Clyburn run interference. That's always worked for me. So I always did it. Ever since I've been Jill's husband, I've done it that way. That's the way I've done it. I've lied. I've used black people as tokens. I will continue to. I will continue to be a friend of the working man as I make ways for them to go further in debt, as I bend over for corporations. I will continue to sell working poor white people down the river along with poor black people, along with Native Americans, indigenous people, and all people of all colors who I could sell down the river for Big Pharma. Come on, man. You thought I was going to do something else? I'm not going to do anything else. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do what I've always done. Why are you surprised? You ain't surprised, are you? Shit, I'd been surprised if you did do something. But I always hold out hope that I will be surprised. I want to be wrong. I wish to be wrong about Joe Biden. I'd be like, please let me be wrong. I'd be up here. I'd apologize to all of them. I would apologize to Pramila Jayapal for sitting up there saying Joe Biden did a great job and gets an A+. I'd love to apologize to her for criticizing her for making that dumbass statement. I'd love to apologize and be like, hey, she was right. He did it. Bring me some crow so I can eat some crow right here live on the show. Nah, don't cook it. I'm going to eat it raw, like Chris Rock. I would love to. Because that would mean people will finally get some things that they're owed, like black people will finally see the wealth gap kind of close. I know that's not important to white supremacists, But it's important to me. It's important to me. With redlining, segregation, it's important to me. I want to know how Joe Biden gets a second term. How that's supposed to happen? I don't know how it's supposed to happen, Johnson. No health care. When you got the House, the Senate, and the executive office, you're supposed to get what you want. You're supposed to get what you want. Here's the kicker, guys. He is getting what he wants. That's what people need to accept. This whole thing about we're being obstructed. Come on, do I gotta act this out again, guys? Do we gotta act this out again with the obstruction? Okay, here's the thing. You ever been a person in a fight, or you ever seen a fight between a guy who had a big mouth and the other guy was about to knock him in the next week? And the guy with the big mouth, you could tell he was scared. And he just talked a big game, and then when it was time to fight, people held him back. And the more they held him back, that's when they act like he really wanted to fight. That's politics. That's Democrats and Republicans. That's the Democratic Party. They pretend like, oh, let me at him. Grab my back. Grab my arm, man. Grab my arm tighter. Hold me back. Hold me back, man. Hold me back. I'm going to pass all this stuff to help these people get into the middle class. Hold me back, man. Grab me, hold me back. Oh, man, let me at him. You lucky they hold me. Hold me tighter, man. Hold me tighter. You lucky. You lucky they won't let me go, Republican Party. You lucky. Boy, you lucky the parliamentarian over there, man. Woo! If that parliamentarian, hold me, man. Damn, if you don't hold me, man, I'm going to fire you. Hold me back. All right. Oh, parliamentarian, I'm going to get you, parliamentarian. Oh, man, I'm going to get you, Mitch McConnell. Oh, Joe Manchin, I'm going to get you, man. Oh, I'm going to get you, Joe Manchin. Keep pulling me back. Keep pulling me back, man. Put me back. Put me back more. Boy, I'm going to get you. Oh, God, I will put my hands. You lucky I can't reach you. You lucky they're holding me back. Well, Tim, we had to get rid of Trump because the world would have ended. I hear you talking, man. Why do I feel like I'm still dying, though? Why is that, man? Feel like dead man walking. There's a lot in here about people separated from their families. There's a lot in here for that. Yes, there is. An increase in the number of visas for Afghans who assisted the U.S. during the war. A proposal to establish the Separated Family Services Fund to provide mental health and other services to families separated at the U.S. southern border under Trump. You should put also under Biden. There's a typo here. It says under Trump. There's people being separated under Biden. Oh, okay. We're going to just leave that part out, right? I know, because when they put you in facilities, it's different than being put in cages. They were the same facilities. Just the name alone makes it a mental hardship. There's some stuff in here about climate change, some infrastructure stuff. But this budget is more about what's not in it than what's in it. Don't distract me. Don't distract me. Oh, it's going to do something with climate change. Yeah, I know. That's great. He should do something about climate change. You know what he also could do? Spend less money on the war budget, the defense budget, and put that money, right, into schools, right? Healthcare. option. Something, a good faith measure. Instead of saying, let's just see what they do in Congress. So all you people, all the people, not you people, all those people who were telling me, Tim, slow your roll. Joe Biden's a really good guy. He's only doing the best he can. If not now, when? You understand? You understand the fierce urgency of now? Republicans won't do nothing for you. But at least they say it. They never say they're going to do anything for you. And they live up to their word. Right? They live up to their word of not doing anything for you. They don't lie and say they're going to do anything. Democrats not only lie and say they'll do something for you. Not all, look, remember, guys, it's not all Democrats. But some members of the Democratic Party will lie and say they're going to do something for you, right? And then they don't do something, they don't do it. And not only that, they send out people to gaslight and make you seem bad for wanting stuff done. You crazy. You are crazy Looney Tunes wanting health care. You're crazy wanting to go to college. You know the average student has over $38,000 worth of student debt. Biden couldn't erase 10,000 of it. Yep. So now what's going to happen? Republicans are going to complain anyway. They're going to complain. It's their job to complain about everything he does. So none of this, no decision should have been made about appeasing Republicans at all. And this is how it works. He doesn't make Democrats happy because he doesn't want to. His job is to make donors happy and the big corporations that fund the Democratic Party happy. Right? And he doesn't sway Republicans because they can't be swayed. Because it's us versus them. It's a stalemate. It's a face-off. It's a competition. So it is what it is, guys. So I'm not going to waste your time up talking about this budget anymore. Just to say that you want to see your life fundamentally change. And, and that was what Biden promised. So if that's the metric that we're going to use to measure, I guess he's on course. Oh, here goes another surprise. So Joe Biden's budget doesn't have any form of, equity for the people that got him in office. Not even throwing him a bone. Like, oh, okay, blacks, here goes some program. Here goes a study to study if you deserve reparations or something. It's a study. Just a study. It's not actual money. Can't even do that. So if that didn't surprise you enough, the Republicans blocked the Capitol Riot Commission. Yeah, they blocked that sucker, man. That's not going to happen. That shit is not going to happen, Johnson. No. Republicans block independent commission to investigate the attack on the U.S. Capitol. Nope. Was there anybody out there surprised? I know it gives the talking heads on corporate media something to talk about for a while. Get some clicks and some views. Uh-oh, what's going to happen? Dun, 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 dun. But you didn't really think Republicans were going to vote to lose their seats. Trump is still the most popular Republican. And they're not going to do anything to make Trump look bad. At least most of them. Look, here's the deal. Here's the math. Here's the math. This is what it says. Senate Republicans blocked the legislation that will create an independent commission to investigate the attack The vote was 54 in favor and 35 against, short of the 60 needed to proceed. It's the first bill of the new Democratic-controlled Congress to be thwarted by a filibuster on the Senate floor. 6 GOP senators broke with their leadership and voted with 48 Democratic members to proceed to debate the bill. Lisa Murkowski, Rob Portman, Ben Sasse, Bill Cassidy, Mitt Romney, and Susan Collins. But guess what? 2 Democrats and 9 Republicans were absent. Hey, man, it is what it is. And even if they voted for it, it still wouldn't have passed. No, it could have. It could have hit the 60. My bad. They only needed 6. Who were the 2 who didn't vote for it? Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We knew this wasn't going to happen. I'm sorry. They needed 6. They needed 6 votes. I'm sorry. So they needed more Republicans. They weren't going to get more Republicans. Not going to happen. Here's the thing, guys. There's this thing, this theory going around in the QAnon circles and other gooey, sticky areas of the internet that say it wasn't a bunch of good old boys and Trump supporters out there rioting at the Capitol. It was all Antifa and Black Lives Matter. It just looked like they were good old boys. Yeah. Yeah, that's really what it was. It was Antifa and Colin Kaepernick and Dale Hughley. They were the ones who did it. That's right. Tim Black and Senator Nina Turner stormed the Capitol. Yeah, it looked like a bunch of white guys, didn't it? But if you get up real close, you'll see. You got fooled by it. That the lamestream media. I told you guys, you got to stop trusting it. And then, look, and it's so sad is that the Republicans are so convinced that this was all a setup. They're so convinced they don't even want to see the evidence. Like, if you knew you won, like, if you knew that you were in the right, would you have a problem with doing the investigation? No, you wouldn't, because you know what? Oh, I'm good. Go ahead and show the film. Show the footage. But they don't want you to show the footage because they know it looks bad. So, all that money wasted. That money could have been spent on, I don't know, reparations. Reparations. This was not a group of terrorists coming through. This was not a protest that was mild. Referring to those Republicans in the House who downplayed the riots. Fun times, Johnson, fun times. So we got it. Okay, so we got that. Oh, okay. We'll do this now. How many people remember Central Park Karen? Remember that lady that was pissed off in the park because she didn't want to put her dog on a leash, and then a scary black guy, that thug black guy, jumped out and threatened to kill her. He was going to kill her and her dog. He said, I'm going to skin your dog and beat you up, white lady. Uncle Bungle Bungle, I'm a big black man. Remember that? So she had to call the cops. Oh, God, I'm afraid. Scary black man. Remember this? Oh, she was shaking. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah, so she filed a lawsuit. Because she said, reverse racism. She's been listening to Tulsi Gabbard. Yeah, Tulsi Gabbard is Tulsi Gabbard a lawyer? Tulsi Gabbard will be defending her in court. Joe Rogan will be the co-counsel. Oh, God. All right. Some people don't remember who she is. Her name is Amy Cooper. She's a piece of work. She's a bigot, and she's a Karen. And here she is.
Would you please stop? Sir, I'm asking you to stop.
Please don't come close to me.
Sir, I'm asking you to stop recording me.
Please don't come close to me.
Please take your phone off.
Please don't come close to
And
me.
I'm taking a picture and calling the cops.
Please call the cops. Please call the cops.
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Please tell them whatever you like.
Excuse me?
It's something about this, guys. I didn't notice at first until I really watched. Look at what she did to this dog. Just look at the dog. She about to kill the damn dog. She should go to jail for dog abuse. Why aren't more white people mad about this dog?
Would you please stop? Sir,
The
I'm
dog's
asking you to
feet are not on the ground.
Please don't
She's
come
just
close to me.
strangling. She's
stop. Sir, I'm
hanging the
asking you to stop
dog.
recording me.
Please don't come close to me.
Please take your phone off.
Please don't come close to
And
me.
I'm taking a picture and calling the cops.
Please call the cops. Please call the cops.
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Please tell them whatever you like.
Excuse me?
The dog is about to die.
I'm sorry, I'm in a ramble, and there is a man, African-American, he has a bicycle helmet. He is recording me and threatening me and my dog. There is an African-American man, I am in Central Park. He is recording me and threatening myself and my dog. And my... I'm sorry, I can't hear you either. I'm being threatened by a man in the ramble. Please send the cops immediately. I'm in Central Park in the... I'm sorry, I'm in a ramble, and there is a man, African-American, he has a bicycle helmet. He is recording me and threatening me and my dog. There is an African-American man, I am in Central Park. He is recording me and threatening myself and my dog. And my... I'm sorry, I can't hear you either. I'm being threatened by a man in the ramble. Please send the cops immediately.
Okay. Hey, Johnson. That was despicable. I didn't realize that dog was about to die on that film. The dog was starting to hyperventilate. Not because he was nervous, because she was killing the dog. Because she was being attacked. Well, anyway, Amy Cooper, she filed a lawsuit on Tuesday in U.S. District Court against her former employer that fired her. Yeah, she said that Cooper alleges that she was terminated improperly and that the firm did not adequately investigate her actions and allegations, and allegations that her call was racially motivated, a claim she denies. A spokesperson for Franklin Templeton told CNN that the company stood by its decision. See, she was fired one day after she called the police on the dog watch, the bird watcher, Mr. Cooper. So, guys, here's the kicker about this whole story. The man she called the cops on that she tried to get beat up or shot or whatever by the cops, he didn't even want to press charges. He didn't want to do anything. He's just like, just let her go. It was his sister. So he filmed it. He sent the film to his sister. His sister put it on Twitter. They come from a family of activists. And the sister says you shouldn't let it go. See, what happened 6 hours after this incident? George Floyd got killed. George Floyd was killed 6 hours after this. For almost the same day. About the same day. This happened early in the day. George Floyd was killed during the middle of the day. So Chris Cooper is his name, the guy who was out filming the birds, the bird watcher, the Harvard graduate and science editor, the Scurry science editor. He's the one that didn't want to press charges because he felt like we got real things going on where people are losing their lives. We need to focus on that, not this lady, this dumb lady. But I want to shout out his sister, Melody Cooper, who called the cops. Because as we see, No good deed goes unpunished. Yeah, no good deed goes unpunished. This lady who calls the cops, weaponized the police against a man and said, this black man, this African-American man is threatening me. This African-American man is threatening me. He's threatening me. This African-American man is threatening me and my dog. To intimidate him and scare him because he told her to put a leash on her dog and then had the audacity to film her. She tried to get him killed by police or beat up by police or hurt by police or scare him with police. Who knows what could have happened? But all those things are possible. So the thing about it is this woman, Amy Cooper, she could have went away, got another job, played low-key. Instead, she wants to try to make a come-up off of this. Yeah, she wasn't embarrassed enough being Central Park Karen. Now she wants to be Central Park Karen and New York, District Court Karen. And she wants another 5 minutes of fame. I say we give it to her, Johnson. We give it to her. Make her famous some more. Make her punk ass famous. Speaking of famous, I saw this and I said, okay. I saw this. I said, this is a perfect example of what I've been saying. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? It looks like some officers posing with an elephant or a rhino or a boar that they caught in the woods. And look, the boar is smiling. That shit off my screen. Police officers in Mississippi spark outrage after 4 white officers with dogs posed for a photo with a captured black suspect. The officers from Prentice Police Department took the picture after arresting Eric Boykin for an alleged bank robbery. Now, I don't know if this man robbed a bank or not, but I do know this shit looks really bad. Yeah, this looks really, really bad. How many officers are running around taking pictures with captured people? Like they're at the club. This ain't the first time, though. I want you to know, this is not the first time. This is not a rare phenomenon. This happens. There were workers that took pictures of Kobe and his daughter and the other victims of that helicopter crash who took pictures of that. There have been other cops who have taken pictures with deceased individuals, mocking dead people. This happens. America's finest, the finest. Oh, America's finest and bravest. Oh, yes, they do. The manhunt included 4 officers from the ATF, FBI, Mississippi Bureau of Investigation, the Mississippi Department of Corrections, the Louisiana State Prison System K-9 team, the Rankin County Sheriff's Department, and the Columbia Police Department. That's a lot of people to catch one Negro. Looks like Mr. Boykin is proud of himself, too. Yeah, it looks like he's really proud of making black people look horrible. What in the flamingo is so damn funny, dumbass? You about to go to jail for 20 years or so. And that's funny? It's funny. I'm setting black people back another 10, 15 years. It's funny they get to pose to me like I'm some type of sideshow. It's funny. Yeah, I don't buy that you were so afraid you had to do that. They can't make you smile, dumbass. You may not have a choice, and they're going to take that picture, but you ain't got to buck your eyes and grin at them. Sometimes shutting your damn mouth and having a serious look on your face goes a long way. You may have got a lawsuit if you just didn't look so jolly. You're jolly Steven from Django. Oh, balls up on that neg. Social media users were quick to draw attention to the optics of the police department's photo. Suspect was charged with armed robbery and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Anyway, America's finest just doing their damn job, serving and protecting. That's right, serving and protecting. Last thing before we go to phone calls, guys. I tell you, man. Conservative media outlet sues Mayor Lori Lightfoot for only granting 2-year anniversary interviews to reporters of color. Yeah. Boy, I tell you. I tell you, man. Tulsi was on to something. Oh, Tulsi and Tucker. Man, they know what they're doing, man. Yeah. So here's the thing. A lot of people don't like Lori Lightfoot. They say she's a horrible mayor. She only won because the turnout of the vote was so low. And she was like a bait and switch because she's like the first openly gay black female mayor of Chicago was a big deal. Stop falling for it. So a lot of people, and they say she hasn't been doing a great job. She's been too chummy with the police on a lot of matters. Other things that she's done fiscally have not been helpful. She hasn't been doing enough to curb the violence in Chicago. And then she does antics like this. Okay, that's all possibly true. Some people get mad and say, Tim, it's all true. It's all true, damn it, it's all true. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm taking your word. It's your word that you're sincere. Here's the thing. That does not mean she's wrong about not having black journalists interview her for one-on-ones. And journalists in Chicago have pointed out the lack of diversity within those major newsrooms. Now, I don't know if you noticed or not, but Lori Lightfoot is a politician because mayors are politicians too. So, yeah, she's playing politics, and yeah, she's doing this for optics, and yeah, she's trying to get some of y'all off her ass, and yeah, she's going to play the black card. But yes, all these things could be going on at the same time. She could be doing all of that and not be a great mayor and maybe don't need a second term and all that. I know. That does not change the fact. This is what we can't do, son. We cannot let our anger at politicians cloud everything. There are some journalists who are glad she said something because they're tired of not getting assignments. Lori Lightfoot had the audacity to say, for one day, send black people. For one day, she said, send black people. If you don't send me black people, damn it, I'm not doing no interviews, damn it, on my anniversary, my 2-year anniversary. Could you send some black people, please? And white people lost their minds. One day, not all year, not all month, not all week, and not in the press pool. Anybody could be in the press pool. She's talking about one-on-one exclusive interviews. I've been trying to get an exclusive interview with Bernie Sanders for a long time. Exclusive interviews are hard to get. I've been trying to get exclusive interviews with several people for a long time. I want an exclusive interview with Keith Ellison. Back when he was running for the DNC chair. I've been fortunate enough to have exclusive interviews with other folks. You know what I'm saying? Senator Nina Turner just had an exclusive interview with Senator Nina Turner. But anybody could be in the press pool. But people hear one thing and they run down the street and they don't look at the fine print and they don't understand what's going on. As a black journalist, I know how hard it is to crack through. And what I'm saying is, all these things could be true at the same time. But the funniest part is a white conservative media outlet suing Lori Lightfoot because for one day they got to be a nigga. One day they get to be a nigga and not be allowed to show up. For one day. All the other days, there were no black people interviewing Lori Lightfoot one-on-one. For one day, she says it. She actually vocalizes it. I'm only going to interview with people, only going to interview with outlets that send a black reporter or black, she didn't even say black. She said person of color. Demotion, okay? For one day. And that one day, technically she should have said all Black History Month. And I couldn't have said shit. But one day, one stinking day, she gets a lawsuit. Because black people being discriminated against all year, as long as you don't say you're discriminating against them and you pretend like you don't know there's no black people that you're sending, that you don't employ black people, and that you don't send black people on these assignments, that's okay as long as you don't say it. As long as you just do it, it's okay. But if a black person says, hey, send black people only this day, now you want a lawsuit. When I say you, I mean a conservative paper whose name will not be mentioned. That's how jacked up it is. And this is the problem. That's why I push back on the whole reverse racism garbage. Black people don't own enough stuff to stop white people from doing shit. But bigoted or biased newspapers can stop black people's careers. But a mayor can't even get black people jobs. Because now you say you've been discriminated against. Lord have mercy. Make that make sense. It makes perfect sense. It's biased as hell. That's what it is, Johnson. And once again, it doesn't mean I'm a fan. Some people just can't hear. I didn't vote for Lori Lightfoot. I don't live in Chicago. I'm not a Lori Lightfoot fan. That has nothing to do with this. This has to do with right and wrong. I am a journalist. I have worked for a newspaper before. I host a show that covers politics. I care that there's representation. It does not mean I support Lori Lightfoot. But I know even saying that won't work because dummies don't listen. They'll still say, you don't know enough about Lori Lightfoot. She not good. She bad. She stink. She horrible. Fine. Okay. What about this shit? What's up with the Tribune? What's up with these other Chicago news outlets? What's up? That's the focus. People always want to look at the other, want to look somewhere else to distract you with things that don't have anything to do with it. Unhelpful. And immature. And your ass need to grow up. Grow the hell up. Because some things are bigger than your personal situation. Or anger, your personal anger at someone. Lori Lightfoot will continue to be whatever kind of mayor she is. But this may be a catalyst to get some change done in those newsrooms, which could possibly impact some people positively. So anyway, that's it. That's it, Johnson. Lord have mercy. That's it. Woo! It's like talking to a brick wall with these people, man. I wish everybody was like my Wolfpack, man. Why come everybody can't be like the Wolfpack? And Tim, we get it. We got it. Damn, Tim, we got it. Yeah. So it is what it is, guys. We're going to go to break. We're going to come back. We're going to open up phone lines because we got to get some phone calls in here. My voice is getting hoarse. I need people to talk. So let's make it happen. Phone number's on the screen. We'll be back in less than 2 minutes. Wolfpack.
Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Don't be people. Get your news and information from an entity that keeps it real. Tim Black. Tim Black is the host of The Tim Black Show. Independent news that leaves you informed, inspired, and sometimes entertained, but always in the know. Go to TimBlackTV.com and sign up today. The Tim Black Show is news for people who can't stand the news. See you there.
Don't forget, this show is brought to you by Above the Law. How qualified immunity protects violent police. Stories about qualified immunity and why we need to get rid of it. Why it must be abolished. This book is a good book. Ben Cohen, co-founder of Ben & Jerry's, Michael Render, a.k.a. Killer Mike, wrote the foreword. Become an qualified immunity level Patreon of the Tim Black Show and get a free book. Let me ask you something. Do they know us? When I say they, I mean the talking heads on cable news. Do they know you? I mean, they talk about the world as if it's a sport. They play political games, report on our pain, rack our brain to feed the stock exchange, but do they know us? Do they know what we care about? Nope. They're too far away. They can't see us. They can't feel us. They can't relate to us. See, when you want to know what's going on in your world, trust someone who lives in your world. Subscribe. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right, guys, phone lines are open. Yeah, man, I tell you, man, I tell you. Sometimes you don't get to pick the vessel of your, the vessel that the truth is current in. You know, it's unfortunate sometimes. You know, it happens. Somebody that you don't admire, someone that you don't support, says something that's timely, and it's like, oh shit, well, it is what it is. That was true. You know, doesn't make them a good person. Doesn't make them, yeah. I hate that though, but it happens. It happens. Yeah, I wish other people were making a point of the issue. That's all. So we're live. 319-527-6212. Phone lines are open, guys. I'm saying calls in the order that they come in. I got a call in the queue. Let's make it happen, Johnson. All right, guys. 1, 2, 3. We're live. We're hot. Here we go. Let's start off with this, man. I see my brother in the queue real quick. Let's go to 214. You're live, 214. What's your name? What's your comment?
Your brother, you know who it is, Trill South.
Hey,
you already knew.
Hey, what's going on, guy?
So, I'm going to get it started tonight, so that's a good thing. I get it popping. And if, depending on how the show goes, I may give it a call back and finish it up to wrap it for the night with you. And so, I've got a lot on my mind. Obviously, Joe Biden is on people's minds. I actually dealt with today a physical therapist that came in to help me a little bit, and I had made the mistake. I left the TV on CNN when he came in to help me a little bit. I was like, oh, wait, this guy showed up early. I meant to switch it to ESPN before he walked in so I don't have to talk about politics with this cracker, as I will say. He is very Trumpy, love Trump, argued with me about Trump a little bit before, and he said the crazy thing to me because CNN's on. He was so mad and upset about Joe Biden. So this guy literally said to me, which gives you the perspective of some of these people that are way over there on the right. He said to me, man, I hate Joe Biden. I was like, you too? I don't like Joe Biden either. I couldn't believe it. And then I was like, well, I said, how come you don't like Joe Biden? And he says, this guy is so fucking progressive. And my head about exploded. I was like, are you being serious? Are you, what? Are we in the Twilight Zone? I've got this guy in here telling me how he hates Joe Biden because of how progressive Joe Biden is. I was like, wow, that seems to be what those people way over there on the right think. And so we see what's really going on, being that we are of the progressive type. We see that Joe Biden is not honoring most of his promises that he ran on. And so, I tried to give him a little bit of time, but I'm done giving the man time. I always felt like he was kind of a Reagan Republican area type of guy. And so I'm done giving him a little bit of time because, as we saw today, they didn't get that done with Congress. They lost a vote, which they portrayed on the media to say that they were, really defeated. The Democrats were really horribly defeated. I forget exactly how they said it, but I mean, how do you lose and be horribly defeated when you are barely losing your vote? And then we have people that don't even this Congress. It's only fitting in this country that you don't have to have everybody show up to even vote. And that's fine in Congress. How does that work that you could have a government, have a Congress that I call the country club, where everybody doesn't even have to vote? And, hey, you lost. It's over. We're not even going to show up. We're busy on our vacation already. It's a weekend. It's a holiday. I'm busy barbecuing. I don't have time for that Congress thing. I mean, it's really unbelievable. And he didn't honor most of what he said he was going to do. And I don't feel like he was really going to. I kind of had to give him a little chance. Like, I hope this guy might, but I did never believe he would. And now we see he's doing virtually none of it. And realistically, he never wanted to do any of it. It's things that his advisors told him to say and told him to promise, and he promised them knowing he was never going to do them. It just was trying to garner some votes to help him win the election so he could defeat the Cheeto. And he did, he did because Trump was so hated is the only reason he won. He didn't really win because people like him. He doesn't seem aware of that. He might feel like people like him, or maybe he just doesn't really care. He somehow, in his mind, thinks he's going to be as popular as Obama was because he was his vice president. So he's got, this on his back. I've got to do better than he did. Well, he didn't do great. You don't have to do much to do better, and you're not even doing that. So he's breaking all of his promises because he never believed in them. So what a surprise. Not a surprise at all. I don't have a lot to say other than preach for a minute there and tell your people I'm early in the call. I'm early in the queue. Get on to Twitch and help build the platform. Get on there, chat a little, hit your like button while you're here on YouTube. Look over at Twitch for a minute and get the views going, get the viewers count happening so you can make that platform viable and help increase the platform here. The other thing I had to say was I've talked with a lady or two that watches your show, and I do believe you do have a segment of your audience that is disabled. I happen to be disabled now for just about 3 years, but you have a segment there. So if you were ever to look into the disabled issues a little bit and match that up with some of what's going on here, it might be helpful to some of your audience because these are things that we're fighting that the Republicans and the Democrats are not really addressing and caring about. But being progressive, we do care about those of us that are in the need of most help. That's all I want to say about that. I don't want to preach too much. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hitting me in the queue earlier. Good shows as always. Keep working, brother.
You got it, brother. Thank you for the phone call. True South.
Good shows as always. Keep working, brother.
You got it, brother. Thank you for the phone call. True South. Oh. Damn thing. I don't know what happened there. I'm just trying to log into my Twitch, man. Hold 1 second, guys. I'm trying to get into Twitch real quick. So we can welcome our Twitch people. There we go. They sent a code to my email. It's like really, they're trying to be very security conscious. So I'm going to log into Twitch. There we go. Okay, I'm in. And it starts playing automatically. Okay. All right, my bad. I guess this is not the best time to do it. There we go. But we are live on Twitch right now. And this is playing while I'm talking. I don't see how to mute this. We are live on Twitch right now. There we go. Got it. Okay, good. We're good. We're back. All right. Drady's in the house on Twitch, along with Trill South, Mobius Primal, and Sign of the Times. Give it up for them, guys. Give it up for them. I appreciate you guys watching on Twitch. And it's great to be on a platform that's a lot less censorship on the Twitch platform. So we do want to inspire people, motivate people to get on that platform and say what's up. And I'll come back to this platform tonight and give some more shout outs to my Twitch people, man. What's up, Twitch? How y'all doing? Happy Friday, Twitch. Anastasia, what's going on? Malcolm Rex. Malcolm Rex in the house. Okay, I want to go to another call. I got another call in queue. 409, you're live. What's your name? What's your comment? You're live now. How you doing? $409. Okay.
Yo, Tim, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you now. Who's this?
Man, it's your boy D Smelly, man, from the 409, Southeast Texas. Just wanted to, holler at you, man, call in.
That's what's up. What's going on?
Just a couple things, man, I had in mind. I don't know, man. I usually listen to your show either at night before bed or in the morning before work, man. And I got on YouTube. It was like Wednesday or something, and I couldn't find the show. I couldn't find it on Facebook. I started tripping out, man. And then, I found out you can use Patreon. So I got on the Patreon and, my day went a little bit smoother. But just a couple things, to follow up on what you were talking about with the Karen lady. Yeah, she was in the park. And the guy was saying that he didn't want to, post it. And just imagine if he would have got killed or something would have happened to him, Thinking like that, man, I don't think that's critical thinking. I think we got to be aware of those type of situations because, it can happen and, you can be accused of something that you didn't do. Another thing is I want to bring up about Kwame Brown. I noticed that he's been picking up a lot of traction from, talking about everybody, Stephen A. Smith, Steven Jackson, all of NBA players, people who've been talking about him. He's been, saying a few things that, may get under people's skins and whatnot. But he be saying some real stuff. Like he mentioned how, his brothers and them all went to jail and he used to get his house raided, saying how the the task force to bust into his house and have AR-15s to his head when he was only 9. You know, I understood that personally because the way I grew up, unfortunately, I had to go through the same thing. I remember having task force with AR to my head, looking down the barrel of an AR-15. They asked me for ID, and I'm only 7 years old. You know, and that's basically how a lot of people get killed with the no-knock raids and Breonna Taylor. You know, so he talked about some things that, you know, that I kind of understand from here to that. He brought Judge Joe Brown on today on his show, and it was just like, it was crazy because Judge Joe Brown was like no holds bar, you know what I'm saying? And then I guess Kwame don't understand the censorship of YouTube and whatnot. So, but I'm gonna follow your platform, man. Wherever it goes, I highly respect your opinion and your takes on current issues and politics. And speaking of politics, you know, a lot of people been talking about the rapper Lil Baby who went up to George Floyd little meeting at the White House, and you know, I don't know. I guess he's trying to be like a leader of social issues. I honestly, I can understand him wanting to try, but just last week he was talking about diamonds and clothes, and Bradley had his own pants up, you know, his pants sagging, and you know, I'm young. I'm 31 years old. I still kind of sag here and there, but I just don't understand how they're readily available to speak to someone like Lil Baby when there's other like social leaders they can speak to, and you know, for progress and whatnot. So I think they, you know, it's just another game, man, that they're playing, and they playing a little bit smoother. So, yeah, I wanted to bring that up, man. And I'm unfortunately I didn't get to see Nina Turner, man. I've been pretty busy this week, and haven't had the time to even, you know, be on my phone with these crazy workouts. But I'm definitely gonna look into the last 2 shows I missed. I'm on my way to Beaumont from El Paso, so that's a nice 11-hour drive. Just keep it up, man. And
Yeah.
definitely looking forward, you know, to some future takes that you're gonna be having. So I appreciate the call, though, Mr. Tim. Much love, man.
Much love, brother, man. Thank you, young man, for calling up, man, and putting it down, man. I appreciate you. My young brother out there joint said got a long drive, El Paso. Look, man, I appreciate you pulling my coat a little bit. Give me some 411 on Kwame Brown about some of the more important things that he said. Now, him describing his upbringing and how police entered his life and his ordeals with the police, that's very valuable information. Like, no, I haven't heard anybody else talk about that. It seems like all I've been hearing about is like beefs between him and various basketball players. But if he's expanding and he's talking about more serious topics that aren't just him personally and their criticism of him. And look, I don't support, you know, them criticizing him in any personal way. Like any of that personal attack garbage, I'm not with that. Like he's people do that when they have nothing else to say. And when they want to be petty and they want to smear you. So being in this field where you cover politics, you know how the smears go. Well, they don't want to talk about policy. They want to talk about your character and try to impugn your character. So, but I did listen to a couple things from Kwame that kind of had me concerned. He's, some of his political leanings, I don't agree with those. But I can definitely look past that, where we disagree politically, if his heart's in the right place, and if he wants the best, right? If he wants to help black people get off the bottom of the bottom, if he's serious about helping children, if he's serious about stopping that school to prison pipeline, which is what it sounds like he's into, and he's on a positive tip, I support the hell out of that. So it doesn't matter who he voted for. It's just I heard him like bigging up a couple of people whose names I will not mention. And I'm like, that kind of makes me think he's not too politically astute. Like he's listening to the wrong people. Because I know he's turned off by corporate Democrats and those folks. But I'm turned off by them too. But that doesn't mean you go jump to the right. Doesn't mean you start listening to Tucker Carlson. Doesn't mean you start listening to Sean Hannity. Doesn't mean you listen to Candace Bixby. Doesn't mean you listen to, some other people that's even worse than Candace Bixby. Okay? So it's like I think people think they got to choose between these two sides, and really, you don't have to choose any of that. Don't choose any. Both parties suck, Johnson. But anyway, thank you for the phone call. I will look further into it. On Wednesdays, typically I don't have a show. That's probably why you had a hard time finding my program from Wednesday. Usually Wednesdays, I'm trying to finish up editing, or I'm setting up some stuff or doing some business-related stuff and maybe interviewing for other shows I'm trying to go on. I try to schedule that for Wednesday. Maybe I have a business meeting or something like that. I try to do all my other business stuff on Wednesdays. But what else can I tell you? Oh, the Nina Turner video, I had an interview with her Thursday. That will be out tomorrow. And then I have an update on her campaign that's going to be out probably Sunday. So it's a lot of Nina Turner stuff coming up if you want to check that out. Once again, guys, go to jointimblack.com. If you want to get a member, become a member. You won't miss any of my content because you'll go to Patreon, where every show is always posted. There'll be a link for every show on Patreon. You can always go there and get any content. All right, that's it. I'm going to go next call. And I appreciate it, y'all. That's what's up. (310) you're live. What's your name? What's your comment?
Hey, Tim, it's my sister. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, nothing much. I guess, I'm feeling a little tizzy. But anyway, I just really felt some kind of way about the anniversary of Mr. Floyd's murder. And, the pandering and the bullshit. I'm so glad his one sister did not go to the White House and wasn't even tripping on them. I don't understand how you can call yourself so concerned and whatever, but you can't get rid of qualified immunity. Any issue that has to do with black people, they always go south on. Oh, okay. And it's just really getting on my nerves. And one thing I'm getting ready to start doing with my little show is start talking about the OAAU from Malcolm X. Have you ever read that?
No, the OAAU, no.
Yeah, it's the organization that Malcolm X was going to start, the Organization for Afro-American Unity.
Yeah, I heard of it.
And that's what he was about to present. Yeah, okay. Well, it's not long at all. You should check it out. That was what he was presented the day that he was presenting the night he was killed at the Audubon Ballroom. Well, not night, afternoon. And so that's what he was about to present, as well as the fact that he had only gotten back from Africa like a week or so. So that lets you know he was on to something and was about to do some powerful stuff. And that's why it all went down. So I'm going to start taking probably the next couple months to go in depth on that particular organization, because it's something that we need to revive right now. Nothing, we talk a lot of stuff, but the fact that this brother back then knew the importance of connecting with Africa, because think about it, Africa is the only country with a lot of natural resources. That's why it was all divvied up, and black people had to fight for their own freedom, for their own stuff, because of the resources. When you look at our money here, European money, all of it is not based on anything. It's just not based on anything. And you have to have resources to do that, which the United States and other countries don't have. So that is some things that we as a people are going to have to start looking at and seeing it for the business that it represents. Because if we get a hold to that, it's the cake's all dough after that, and they know it, and that's why they've never, why we've always had to fight to be free on the continent and here. So those are some things that we really need to look at. And the main thing Malcolm was saying, which is what I believe is still true, Black people have to understand your own history and who you really are. Our history did not start with slavery, and unfortunately, too many of us have not done the scholarship to understand the dynasties that we had in Africa before Europeans came in. So until we get over that, until we understand who we really are and the intelligence, the wealth, the everything, we're never going to be able to do what we're supposed to do. And it's coming. Don't get me wrong, because we're in the age of Aquarius. It's all about everybody figuring out all the BS that's going on, and that's everybody. But Black folks especially, I don't know, have you seen the show The Underground Railroad that's on Amazon right now?
Yeah, we saw it, yeah.
You did? Okay, remember that one scene, and it's not a spoiler. Remember Mingo? That character?
Yes.
That's the one I'm going to start calling people Mingos, okay? He and what he represented on that show is the exact problem that Black folks still have today. We have so many of us that are not proud of who we are and feel that we have to get validated by Europeans, that is the beginning and the end of all our problems. When you can get rid of that mentality, you can actually change, and we can start thinking about Black people uniting in the diaspora. Can you imagine Black folks everywhere working together to free ourselves from here, South America?
Hello. Hey.
Hello?
Yeah, I couldn't hear you.
Oh, I don't know. It said, did I cut off or something? I don't know.
You're good. You're good.
No, what I was saying is that, go ahead.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to wrap it up though. Go ahead, small sister. What's up?
Oh, nothing. That's it. That's all. I don't know if you heard what I said about the first shogun in Japan being a Black man. We've influenced cultures all over the world. So once we know that, we're going to get where we got to go. That's it.
All right, now, small sister. Thank you for the phone call now. What y'all think about Joe Biden's budget? What y'all think about this budget? I'm concerned, man, because I think a lot of people are going to see through this for what it is. They're going to see through it. They're going to say, you know what? The Democrats are going to mess around and they're going to get bodied in 2022. And then Trump going to win it. Trump or someone like Trump, maybe worse than Trump, will come in 2024. That's what I believe is going to be the outcome of this. I'm not predicting it, but I'm saying it's very. This is how you set the plate for that to happen. With Joe Biden doing his best, it feels like, to throw cold water on any fire that was brewing. It's all strategic, I think. And we got people saying he's exceeding expectations. He's so progressive. He's like Bernie Sanders. Then he doesn't actually put forth those policies at all, even in an executive order. Now, even though his budget doesn't have what I want in it, it's going to even get worse when it goes to the Senate. Because he don't control what they allocate. Congress controls what's in the budget. So basically, it seems like a slap in the face. It was really a slap in the face, or worse, he peed on your heads because he could have put anything he wanted in his budget. The negotiation process will start. He's supposed to put together a wish list. He didn't wish to do the things he campaigned on doing. It's that Congress stopped him. He didn't even wish him to do it. Like, his budget is his budget. It has to get approval, congressional approval. He could have put anything he wanted in that budget, guys. He's not even trying to fulfill campaign promises. With no explanation other than, well, I want to let Congress. Well, Congress still is going to weigh in. Which you put in the budget gets weighed in because it has to go through Congress. So that's bullshit when he says, well, I just want Congress to weigh in. I didn't want to use my office that way in order to push forth these changes or whatever. It doesn't matter. Everything in your budget will have to be approved through Congress. Now, Congress is under pressure to get it done because if not, the government will shut down because they need to budget the money in order to allocate funds for the government to keep running. So then we get back in that situation where the government might have a shutdown. Remember that? This is how it happens. If the budget doesn't get approved, the government gets shut down. But like I said, this is all a display. This is all an act. That's what I feel is an act of display that Joe Biden's doing, and I think it's going to come back and hurt the Democrats. Republicans are already saying this is a bad budget, and now we may have some Democrats who are jumping out front there saying, oh, it's a good job, but I'm talking about the people. How excited are the people about this plan? We got people dealing with a pandemic for over a year. You release a budget, what's in that budget is going to directly impact their lives? Why not throw a bone to those constituents to shore things up in the House and the Senate? Instead of giving them something to run on. They're already calling you Bernie Sanders. Why not lean into that? They're already calling them a socialist. Why not lean into it, lock down the people, get the people energized? Because that's not his goal. Because his donors don't want him to. Because the corporations that fund the Democratic Party don't want him to do it. It's clear as day, guys. It's clear as day. So I just want everybody to pay close attention and what's going on, and don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by the banana in the tailpipe. It's chess, not checkers, and they're trying to play us. All right. I'm going to go to the next call, guys. I tell you, guys, horrible. I guess I got to put my headphones in, right? All right. Yellow. Here we go. Okay. 352, you're live. Freedom Friday. What's your name? What's your comment?
Tim, it's Gary. My comment is, well, I got a few. You put too much on the table, my brother. You throw too much on the table, and it's like you got 60 seconds to reply to Tim's friggin' questions of the friggin' century. You put a lot of heavy stuff on the table. So I'm going to do my best as usual. That's why I got to talk fast, because I got 3 minutes to respond to something that I should take like 3 hours to respond to. So I'm working on it. All right. Tonight you hit on, first of all, the Karen thing. She's an idiot. That woman I don't even understand. It seems like maybe we're trying to make people like, if you become an idiot too, you too can get a lot of views on YouTube. I mean, we can't keep these idiots on the friggin', you know what I'm saying with that, bro? I mean, it's like, by us giving them airtime, it's like the next idiot wants to step up and see if they could get airtime. It's like maybe we're our own worst enemies by giving the air. Maybe, when they realize nobody's listening to you, then they got to change their ways. But as long as we listen to the idiots, they're going to be more and more idiots. All right? So, sometimes it's a double-edged sword. It cuts both ways. You got to acknowledge it, and at the same time, you can't acknowledge it too much. It's a fine line. Ain't life a fine line? All right? Life's always a fine line. It's finding the balance. It's friggin', anybody that calls you and says, I got the answer, I'm like, am I talking to God? It's God. Did you just call me? All right. Nobody got the answer. Life is complicated. It's working the balance. You're finding it. You're fighting the good fight, and you don't want to fight to the point where you kill a good thing. That's life every day. That's life every day. At the end of the day, when I started thinking when I was younger, I was like, well, what the hell is bringing the importance of life, Garrett? And I says, at the end of the day, when I broke down what a person comes down to, I says, listen, it comes down to, I think every day you say at the end of the day, if it comes down between me and someone else, who do I put first? All right? I think that's the question we ask every day. Everybody's got to be asking that question every day. And a relationship with your partner, your wife, you got to say, do I put her first or do I put me first? Every day with your boss, you got to say, do I put that first or do I put me first? Every day you're asking that question 1,000 different ways. Who do I? And I'm going to lean towards, I'm going to try to put other people first. I mean, if Jesus could die for us, who am I to be better than that? All right? I mean, he said to me, it's like sometimes there's things that are worth dying for. Sometimes there's things that are worth dying for. All right? And I love Cornel West. I was listening to his comment, and you brought up a great show about him the other night, and I switched off that. But you hit on so many things, Tim. That's why I got to ramble on like this. You got to remember, I'm trying to squeeze in like 10 minutes when I really want to sit with you at the bar for 4 hours. All right? So anyway, Cornel West said, you can't live until you're ready to die every day. You're not living. If you're living every day because, well, I think I could get through this day, and if I could get out of a situation and it saves my life, that's worth living for? Not me. Not me. I'll die every day by the grace of God or by the curse of God. I don't know. I'm still alive. But I've lived my whole life every day. You see how I talk to you. I've talked like this to everybody in my life. I feel like every day I could say what I got to say. God's got to hear me. And if I'm right with it, then, and God's right with it, it's all right. I try to, you've got to be willing to put your values on the line. And you do that every day, Tim. You do that every day. You get out there at night and you're doing a show that nobody else really does. Now, why you have to do it after midnight, I don't know exactly, because you know what, though? I'm thinking it should be a great time for you, because really, it should be a time when everybody can call in and say whatever they want to say and feel free, a little freer. Like if you were on 8 o'clock, I know I couldn't, I'd have to talk like, I'd have to watch every word I say, right? Because you're in a different hour. So I already know that, all right? So, but you would think more people at night want to call in and say, I mean, we can't be the only night owls in the world, can we, Tim? We can't be the only night owls that are up at night friggin' that want to talk about stuff like this, that can't sleep at night until we get it out of our system. So anyway, there's so many things, like I said, again, so to get back to Karen, and trying to get back on the topic of the other thing. Oh, Joe Biden. Joe Biden is, I don't even know why we expected that much from him, right? We didn't expect that much from him. Why? Because we're like, we didn't even think Joe was going to make it without his wife holding him up. I don't know how he makes it up to the friggin' podium sometimes. I mean, he's an old man. I'm not knocking for that. But anybody that expected Joe Biden to all of a sudden he became president and he was going to turn into Cinderella Man is, kidding themselves. We knew that, but we got to make the best of the situation. We always got to make the best of every situation. And, man, it's very difficult, Tim. I'm sorry,
it's all good, brother.
But it's very difficult when I got so much I want to talk to you about,
good,
and I got to friggin' squeeze it in 6 minutes, but I got to let it go because I know I got to be at the clock again, all right? But it's like beat the clock. Remember that old game show? Beat the clock. Love you, brother. Man. Let you go.
It's all good, man. Give it up for Gary, man. You're a good sport, Gary. We appreciate you calling up, man. You're a good sport, young man. Oh, man. All right, let's go. Let's keep the party going, man. 615, he's right. You guys are night owls. 615, you're live. What's your name? What's your comment?
What's up, big homie Tim?
What's happening?
It's Mike D from Nashville.
What's going on, Mike?
Yeah, I just wanted Nothing much, homie. I just wanted to add some. So first off, I want to say I appreciate everything you do for the black community. You know what I'm saying? Being a voice for us and for the marginalized in this country. Really appreciate that, man. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Thanks,
and
man.
Second, I wanted to add some context to that story. The story you did earlier about that goofy ass Amy Cooper chick.
Yeah.
Actually, what had happened was, yeah, she had adopted that dog, recently adopted that dog for that stunt she pulled, right? And when that video went viral, the adoption agency jacked that dog from her, you know? Because you know how white folks really is about their dogs and shit. They ain't gonna let that shit slide. But anyway, yeah, they jacked that dog from her. And personally, the way she was unstable in that video, I wouldn't let her have no damn pet, not even a damn goldfish, you know? So, yeah, that's the context on that. Third, about Joe Biden, fuck Joe Biden. I'm like you, man. I wanted to be surprised and hope that he would, you know, do some of the stuff he ran on. But you know, like he did in the primary, just lying his ass off. That's what he's continuing to do. So, you know, I just wanted to, you know, voice my opinion on that, man. And I appreciate everything you do, man. That's all I got.
That's what's up, Mike D from Nashville, man. Give it up for Mike, man. He said, oh, Mike said they snatched the dog from him. They took that damn dog from him. Yeah, that's good. She about to kill a dog on live stream. Man, there were probably some people more upset with how she treated that dog than how she treated that brother. You know they were. Later for him, forget that black guy. Look at the poor dog. That poor puppy hasn't hurt a soul. Oh my God, I can't watch this anymore. Cops could have came and beat the black guy to death. And as long as that dog was okay, they'd have been fine. Now not everybody's that way. Evidenced by George Floyd, right? We have people all across this country mad as hell about George Floyd, right? So, see, progress. But nah, man, Americans by and large, man, love dogs, man. It's something, man. Like I seen videos of people hurt dogs. That shit go viral trying to find out who did it. Do you know this person? You know? We got missing children. Nobody retweets that shit. Be a missing child, missing 8-year-old, missing 12-year-old. People just scroll past that. But a dog, this person kicked the dog. What? Retweet. Post. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. That's what they do, man. It's something about America and the dogs, man. They can put dogs on milk cartons. I don't even think they do milk cartons. Remember, they used to do milk cartons when I was coming up. Had missing kids on the milk cartons. I don't know where see, man, you got me talking about milk cartons and dogs. Milk cartons and dogs, fam. Goodness gracious. So, I don't know, man. Look, the phone lines are open. I'm just going to keep talking because I'm sure I got other shit to talk. I mean, I got things I can talk about. You know, man, the 911, the riot commission. Look, man, my wolf pack, we know that there was never going to be. See, Donald Trump still owns the Republican Party. He owns it. He got the receipts. You know, Donald Trump stole donations. People who donated to him didn't look at the fine print that it was a continuous donation. You know, like, okay, so like if you donated to him one time, they automatically bill you again and again and again. Look, that's what I heard. I heard that's what happened. And he pardoned, what's that dude, the ogre? Steve Bannon, that's it. They pardoned Steve Bannon. He pardoned Steve Bannon because Steve Bannon's about to go to jail. Behind all these schemes with money. Raising money for the border wall. That's what it was. Raising money for the border wall. And it was somehow went in people's personal bank accounts or company bank accounts when it was supposed to go to the wall. Remember that? Yeah. Trump pardoned them. Now, how you take the wall money and put it in your bank account money? Yep. So anyway, man, these are just things I noticed, things that happened that I thought were officially like the worst things imaginable, right? I don't know. I guess, so when people are talking about the Republicans and the Democrats, I think we just need to get rid of all the parties. I'm telling you, man, just run as a person. Run as a human being and then tell me what you're going to do when you get in there. And then tell me how you're going to do it. Because I look at Congress, I don't see how the hell they get anything done. That's why I don't buy it when Biden talks about he doesn't want to use executive orders. Man, in this climate, the way these two parties fight at each other, the only way to get anything done is through executive order. What you mean you don't want to use executive order? That means you don't really want to get anything done. That's what that means. That means you want to talk about doing stuff. Talk. Well, this is what I think. I think most people are already started their Memorial Day weekend. And I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. In fact, I got a drink upstairs waiting on me right now. That's right. I'm going to go have a drink. I'm going to chill out with Mrs. Black. And I'm going to enjoy the rest of my evening and call it an early night. Tomorrow I got some editing to do. And we're just going to make it a quick night. How about that? How about that, guys? There we go. Let me shout out my people. Abjuron becoming a member once again. That's amazing. Scotty Johnson says, we the workers love you, brother. Tim Black. Tony D. Money says, I got drunk today, Tim. I love you. Hey, man, I'm not judging you. Be safe, brother. Enjoy your weekend. Bose Einstein says, MSNBC, is Biden, Bernie spending from the rich? Is Biden, Bernie spending from the rich? I don't know what that means, Johnson. Or is Biden, Bernie? Oh, okay, I get it. Is Biden, Bernie spending for the rich? Like, is he? Ugh. Man, why are you messing with me, Bose? What are you saying? Is Biden like a Bernie, but he spends for the rich instead of the worker people? I guess that's what he means. I'll go with that. And what Sky says, Tim, David Melford said he's having member issues. Okay. I don't control any of these platforms, but we'll take a look for them. I guess you mean in YouTube? I don't know. Bose Einstein, in what universe 54 votes still loses against 35? I don't know, man. That's crazy. I think this is just the way this is written. The vote was 54 in favor and 35 against, short of the 60 needed to proceed. That's crazy, Johnson. So it needs to be 60. It passed the House. This was the Senate. The bill passed the House last week by a vote of 252 to 175. 35 Republicans voted in favor of the investigation. So I hope that gives a little bit more context, fam. Sheldon Hughes came through. Thank you, Sheldon. Thank you for the support, Sheldon. Keith in the house. Keith, my brother Weston. Keith Weston. Wolfpack, Keith. What's up, man? Keith came through. Thank you, Keith. I appreciate it, fam. He said, come out to play, Wolfpack. It's Freedom Friday, Johnsons. TB love the show, which I'm sure you can tell by how much I support the show. Keep rocking, big bro. Wolfpack Nation. TBTV Freedom Friday, the Johnsons reunion. That's what's up, man. You got a lot of spirit, man, Keith. I appreciate you, fam. Thank you for supporting the show, fam. Real talk. My New York City girl. What's up, my New York City girl? She says that the Dems gave us Medicare for all, the Green New Deal. They wouldn't have to worry about Trump or anyone like Trump. But see, that's my thing. They want to worry about Trump. They want to worry about somebody like Trump. I'm convinced. I'm convinced. It's got to be a game. Ain't nobody that stupid. Okay, you got a great you got a great basketball player. You got a great team. You got Michael Jordan. You can throw him the ball and you don't. Instead of playing Michael Jordan last minute of the game, it's a minute down, you got a bucket. It's a bucket. You're down by 2 points. You got the ball, and Michael Jordan's on your team, and you say, hey, sit down. No, I'm benching you, Mike. And you put out your third string players. You put your best scorer on the bench. That's the Democratic Party. They put their worst scorer out. They put their best scorer, Bernie Sanders, on the bench. And they put out Joe Biden. And then they said, yeah, I don't know. Like, all right, one of the callers said it best. They didn't beat Trump. They scared people bad enough that Trump lost. You get what I'm saying? They did not beat Trump. I'm not saying they stole the election from Trump. I'm saying they scared people so bad that Trump lost. That's what I think. Because what else could it be? Don't tell me that Joe Biden is Mr. Popular. He ain't. People voted for voted for Biden because they were afraid of more Trump. That's all it was, Johnson. That's all it was. That's all it was. Joe Biden ain't winning no popularity contest. No. They don't know what Trump's going to do, man. Trump is a wild man. Unga bunga bunga bunga. Like, what the hell's wrong with this guy, man? We can't have this crazy dude up here just doing anything. Got insurrections going on and shit. Nah, man, we got to pull him. They had to go pull him out, man. Nah, you got to sit down, player. You got to sit down. Because we can't have you out there, man. We want our money to come in slow and steady, like on a regular basis, without drama. You draw too much attention. It's like that scene from Goodfellas. Remember Goodfellas when Robert De Niro, he told the guys that they pulled that big heist, that big bank heist, hey, don't buy nothing. Don't buy nothing. No jewelry, no cars, no nothing. Didn't I tell you, don't buy nothing? You know? And then the guy's like, he shows up, he's got like a fur coat. No, he shows up, first guy shows up with a brand new big Cadillac, him and his wife. And De Niro's like, hey, what is that? What is that? You say, oh, nothing, man. I got it from my aunt. It's in my mother's name. Take it back. Take it back. I told you nothing. I said, don't buy nothing. Don't buy nothing. I said, don't buy nothing. Didn't I? Didn't I? I said, don't buy nothing. And when I didn't buy it, I said, it said in my name. It said, I don't care whose name it is. Take it back. Get out of here and take it back. That's Trump. I told you nothing. Don't buy nothing. Don't draw no attention. Don't buy nothing. Nothing. Not anything. Nothing. Nothing. Buy nothing. Nothing. Then the other guy shows up with the fur coats, matching fur coats. So the corporate, right? The corporations, the big money donors, the big corporations, the people that control America, they want things quiet. They want things calm and quiet. They want things quiet and calm. Trump showing up with mink coats, him and his wife. Give me that. Take it off. take this damn mint coat off and get out of here. No worries, Tim, just cornbread. And maybe some sardines and pork and beans. What? Yo, Anthony. What's up, man? What you know about that? Sardines. Hey, and pork and beans. We need sardines. Hey, and pork and break it on down. Boom. So what y'all know about that, man? Sardines. And pork and beans. We need some. Every morning, about 1:45, sardines. The people started doing the do. So mama, I said, what do you see? Sardines. All right. See, man, you know I'm not supposed to do that, right? I'm supposed to be a professional. See, Anthony started this, man. I'm up here trying to be a professional. You gotta be doing sardines and pork and beans, man. Sardines. Hey, and pork and beans. Reagan gave the Pentagon the food stamp money. Talk about the word. Oh, man. Oh, God. Scotty. Goodness gracious. Man, what's going on, man? You can't say that in the comment section, Scotty. What is wrong, Scotty? Jesus Christ. There's people here. Bo's onside. What's up, Bo's? MSNBC said Biden is becoming Bernie, spending a lot. Oh, okay. Okay, Bo's. I knew it was something like that you meant. I knew it was something like that. It's all good, fam. No problem, Bo's. What else, man? I think that's it, man. I got let's go to Twitch. Who's on Twitch? Anybody on Twitch? Raw Videography. Raw Videography. What's up now? Twitch people in the house. Malcolm Rex, Trill South. I appreciate you guys. Trill South said I like pizza. Who don't like pizza, man? If you don't like pizza, I don't like you. Because you can have any kind of pizza. You can go veggie. You know what's dope? Cauliflower crust. Cauliflower crust. Yo. It's amazing what you can do with vegetables. I'm like, what? The first time I had it, they told me it was, I didn't even know. It just tastes like crust. But yeah, you can do a lot with cauliflower. One time, someone made me some cauliflower buffalo wings. And I know it sounds crazy, but the consistency, the texture, think about it. It's very similar. It's a meaty type of texture to a cauliflower. So pizza, back to pizza, guys. You can do anything you want to do with pizzas. Like pizza, you can have all types of pizza. Cheese pizza, of course. Thick crust pizza. I've had pizza in Chicago. I had pizza in New York. That thin crust, flat, big triangle, sheet pizza. You know? It's crazy. Like, you gotta love pizza, man. Now, it don't love me that much because it will make you fat. You know what I'm saying? But we don't care about that. I got Mrs. Black already. She ain't gonna leave me because I get a couple more pounds. You know what I mean? She ain't gonna leave her brother, man. Come on now. I will, guys. Everybody be safe on Memorial Day, right? I don't want no problems. I'm trying to get the Wolfpack to grow. I don't want nobody to get, to have problems, get lost. I don't want to lose nobody. We need more members, not less. So stay
90
safe.
seconds.
Stay healthy. You feel me? I'm going to, Don't forget, become a member of the Wolfpack. Go to jointimblack.com. Find me on Facebook and Twitter at Real Tim Black. I'm on Instagram as Tim Black at Night. I'm now on Clubhouse. So find me on Clubhouse. I want to start jumping into random conversations with strangers. What's up, man? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yeah. I support people thinking freely, man, thinking for themselves and challenging the establishment. Shout out to Tim Black's Wolfpack. I love you guys. All you Johnsons. We're all Johnsons. I'll see you on the next one. Wolfpack. Keep your cornbread. Sprinkle some facts on them. Yeah, act like Kwame took my sprinkle, man. I'm talking about something. Mama's cooking. This is sprinkle some facts on them, Johnson. Sprinkle some facts on them. I've been doing that for about 7 years. This guy shows up. Mama's cooking. You don't know about Mama's cooking. Hey, man, what you doing with your fingers, dog? What is this, man? Nah, man. You cannot pass
10 seconds.
People do this all the time. Sometimes they try to get something off their fingertips. That's disgusting. I'm Tim Black. I'll see you on the next one. Wolfpack. Let me ask you something. Do they know us? When I say they, I mean the talking heads on cable news. Do they know you? I mean, they talk about the world as if it's
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
We play political games, report on our pain, rack our brain to feed the stock exchange, but do they know us? Do they know what we care about? Nope. They're too far away. They can't see us. They can't feel us. They can't relate to us. See, when you want to know what's going on in your world, trust someone who lives in your world. Subscribe.
Most news shows are suspect. They don't focus on Black issues, and when they do, it's all fluff. How does that help your life? How does that help your family? How does that help the culture? They don't. The Tim Black Show is different. Tim Black gives you news for people who can't stand the news. Real, authentic, researched, entertaining, on point. Don't let nobody take your cornbread. Visit www.timblacktv.com today. Get Black breaking news, politics, culture from someone you can trust. TimBlackTV.com. Join us today.
Cool Streams TV, the best streaming service in the world. With over 2,000 channels. Watch it anywhere on your Android or iPhone. Watch it on your tablet or any Fire device. Premium channels, network channels, pay-per-view sports. Direct access to 24/7 customer service. Go to CoolStreamsTV.com and purchase your subscription. Cool Streams TV. We are the best in the business.
To the Tim Black Wolfpack guys, I love you guys. Have a great Memorial Day. Be safe. I'll see you back here soon. This is Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal watching Tim Black Show. I want to tell you, I love the Tim Black Show. It's a great show. Like when I was just big basketball with Kobe, he used to always say, Tim Black Show is a great show. I love the Tim Black Show. I used to watch Tim Black Show when I was playing in Orlando. I used to watch Tim Black Show. Say Big Shaq will watch Tim Black Show.